Okay, here is 13 things that will make you better. I sit every day trying to think of ways to get better and to be better, to be a better person, to be a better father, to be a better husband, to be a better warrior, and just be all around better. So here's 13 things that I came up with. And if you have more things that you can add to this list, please list them in the comments because I want to learn. I'm always learning. And I do these videos so that my great grandkids and my children can go back one day and after I'm long gone and say, hey, that was my dad. That's some of his ideas. So here's 13 things. Number one, have self-discipline. Discipline yourself. Don't overeat. Don't overindulge in things that can hurt you. Have some self-discipline. Number two, take responsibility. If you mess up, take responsibility. If you do good, take responsibility. But take responsibility for what you do. Don't blame others. Number three, set high self-standards. Set high self-standards. Don't worry about whatever everyone else does, but make your standards higher. You know, do things a little sharper, a little cleaner, a little better than what everybody else does. Don't judge yourself by what everybody else does. Judge yourself by how much you're getting better at what you do. Number four, make small efficiencies. Become efficient at little things and then at big things. The more efficient you become at things, the better you are. If you can do something, you normally do it in 10 minutes. If you can start doing it in 5 minutes, then that's much more efficient. So if you can do it without wasting as much, you know, that's more efficient. So be more efficient. Number five, don't settle for shit. Don't be a shit show. You know, I know that sounds kind of crazy, but really, don't be a shit show. Look at yourself and say, you know, that was shitty. I got to fix that. I don't want to be like that. I want to fix that. So don't be a shit show. If you suck at something, still on number five. If you suck at something, fix it. You know, fix it with your focus and your training. Focus on what's wrong. You know, go out. If you're going out to the range of shooting and you're not doing it a certain time fast enough, or you're missing the target, or you're pulling the shots or whatever, focus on fixing that. Tell yourself, I'm going to do it until I get this right. So, number six, learn your equipment, learn your gear, train till you can use it blindfolded. That's a good one. That's a really good one. So, train till you can use it blindfolded. When I was flying Apaches for the Army, they used to put us in the simulator and turn off all the lights, and so that you couldn't see what knobs or what buttons you were pushing. You had to know from memory in the dark where things were. So, you know, the master arm switch, where was it? You know, where the ORT switch was, where the symbology switches were, where everything was inside that cockpit. So in the dark, from where your mind knows where it's at. You don't have to have lights to see it. Same way if you're using a weapon, you know, blindfold yourself and see if you can turn the selector switch on or off. Make sure that you can maybe even break it down and put it back together blindfolded. Know where everything is. Be that efficient with your gear. Your pack's another thing. If you're out in the dark, instead of having to turn on a light to give the enemy your position, be able to unpack your pack in the dark without a light. So you kind of know where everything is on that pack. Like on my packs, I have the medical and the trauma stuff right on the front at the top, so that if I reach down in the dark on my pack, I can feel that first pack. I know that when I unzip that, the first thing is going to be a tourniquet. So know where all that's at, you know. And even know where your night vision gear is, so that you don't have to turn on the light to find your NVG. So know those things. Number seven, the one with the highest skills always wins. The one with the highest skills and the most training wins. I hear, well, unless you're just plain out lucky. And sometimes you're blessed in certain ways so that, you can win without the skills. But 99% of the ones with the most training, the most skills, win. So make sure that you're the most trained with the most skills if you're going into some kind of a conflict. Number 8, can someone trust you with their life? Be trustworthy. Trust. Trust is an acronym. TRUST. Total reliability under situations to be announced. Are you totally reliable? Even when things are going wrong, even when you know it's going to cost you, are you still trustworthy? That's a big one. Be trustworthy. Number 9, be excellent at what you do. And all this stuff that we're talking about kind of adds up to being excellent at what you do, so be excellent. Number 10, be sure you're the smartest person in the room whenever it counts. What does that mean? That means to be prepared. That means if you know the class is on a certain subject, go and spend time on that subject so that you know what you're talking about. If you're given a class on something, make sure that you know that material. If you're out doing a mission, make sure you know everything about the enemy. Make sure that you have checked that list in your mind about what the mission, the terrain, the time, the weather, the equipment, everything. Make sure you're the smartest person in the room or the most prepared on the battlefield. Number 11, always prepare yourself. And that's what we've been saying here in this whole video is it's just constantly prepare yourself for what's coming up. Number 12, expect the unexpected at the unexpected time. This is huge. This is so huge because how many times do you see people in these mass shootings going, well, we were just doing this and all of a sudden we heard gunshots and bam, he was right there and, and he shot all these people and blah, blah. And they're just, oblivious and just, same way in combat. Well, we were going down this road with our fuel trucks, not expecting anything. And all of a sudden we got ambushed and the truck was turned over and I was underneath and I'd never had any kind of formal combat training except for basic training. And there I was trapped underneath a truck shooting it out with the enemy. Okay, well, that's all part of expecting the unexpected at an unexpected time. If you're expecting it, then you're ready for it. You're not sitting there in the white stage where you have your phone in your app. Your head in your app or your phone in your hand, not looking at what you should be doing and not expecting. Always be in the yellow stage, always looking, always seeing, always aware of what's coming around. Expecting, tell yourself, what happens if I'm sitting in this restaurant and someone barges through that door right there, shooting it up? What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? How am I going to protect my family? Where are the exits? What is the covering? What is the concealment? What are the lanes of fire? All that kind of stuff. So expect the unexpected at the unexpected time. Number 13, last one. Embrace your failures, for they show you where you need to get better. This is so important. So important. So many people don't embrace their failures. And I've been guilty of this so many times, is I didn't want to hear that I had failed. I didn't want anyone to rub it in my face. I didn't want to lose. And if I did lose, I kind of covered it up to myself and I made excuses. I didn't embrace it. I didn't say, I lost because of this. I wasn't prepared in this. I wasn't ready for that or whatever. I didn't embrace it and go, okay, yes, I lost, but why? How can I fix it to make it better? How can I use that failure to be better next time? So, hope this helps someone to kind of get better at what you do, no matter what you do, whether it's business, whether you're a warrior, soldier, pilot, baker, whatever you do, I hope some little bit here got you and helped you. So, leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on in your life and how you prepare and some things that helps you get better. Okay? Go out and make your space, your family, your life better.